I can video any day. It's the vlogs that I want to try, because I'm going to do the Dream Cruise this year, and I wanted to get some video of it. It's supposed to be, there's a group on Yahoo, Maxi underscore scooters, I think, underscore Michigan. It's the scooter group. It's a scooter group in my particular area, which is Rochester, Auburn Hills area, that is dedicated to scooters, particularly maxis, but not necessarily. Anybody can come that's in it, you know. But what we want to do is, well, I want to do the Dream Cruise this year, and if I could do the Dream Cruise, I want to be able to video some of it, and try to get as much as I can on video, besides maybe even taking pictures. But I can capture pictures out of the video, I'm pretty sure. My wife wants to come with me, which would be really cool. Never met any of these people. Kind of looking forward to that. They do some pretty major runs. I mean, they run up to a place called Frankenmuth. They went to some other places. It's kind of like southeast of where I'm at, in southwest, and further north. I don't do rides like that. Long distance rides like that, I haven't done that yet. Not that I'm afraid of it, I just don't do it. Usually by myself. But I'd like to try something like that. You know, I'd like to try to catch up with these guys. We've been threading on the Yahoo group back and forth, trying to get as many scooter riders as we possibly can. Oh, that was fast. Together, because what they'd like to do is have a whole band of scooter riders you know, do the Woodward Dream Cruise, and you know, ride the loop, they call it, because that's basically what it is. Have a designated meeting spot, and get together and probably have breakfast or something, and just ride down the road looking at all the cool cars and all the hoopla and scenery. And I think it'd be kind of cool. I did it a couple years ago with my oldest daughter, just riding just a few parts of the road, a couple miles, if you will, and that wasn't too bad. It was a beautiful day too. I'm hoping the weather's good. If the weather's good, that'd be awesome. Just have to play that by ear, see what happens. But you know, I'll take the good with the bad. But I mean, if it's bad weather, I'm not going to video, obviously. But I don't want a camcorder out in the rain. But I'm not sure. We'll have to see what the weather does. It's been dry this whole month, basically, pretty much. A few little rains here and there, but nothing to write home about. So, don't know what August, especially towards the late middle part of August, I don't know what that's going to bring to us. Have to play it all by ear, but kind of looking forward to that. So I'm trying to get this working so I can get moving here on this vlogging. And I'm not trying to vlog to just a vlog, but I want to try it. You know, I want to try to post some rides out there, and you know, tired of the only guy watching, you know. So giving it the old college try, as they say. See how it goes with this microphone. No, I don't have to worry about interference this time. Anyways, the Vegas Pro application, that Vegas Pro, I got Vegas Pro 9. It's a pretty intense program. There's not a lot of books on it. There's some tutorials on it on video on YouTube. Haven't had much luck with them. I kind of watched here and there, but some of the instruction sets they're not compatible. It's like, where in the heck did these guys get these commands and such? So, not, help me any. So I kind of had to learn this thing by myself. One of the biggest things was the formatting for rendering this stuff. I had to figure that one out. And the guy did find a forum that the guy helped me out on some settings, and that worked pretty good. So I liked Suburban Riders thing on the Geneva, the astronomy building. That was kind of cool. It would have been neat to see inside. I posted, there's some people that have some clubs around me locally here, and light pollution is one of the biggest factors of astronomy. I mean, we've got so much light around here, you know. I'd love to be able to just do it one time out west, like Arizona, the Black Hills. Or even see on a real telescope, one of the huge dudes out there. See what it really looks like, you know. I kind of got rid of my scope. Got discouraging because couldn't really, you just can't see what you think, you know. You get the atmospheric, interference and all kinds of other stuff. I had a real nice refractor, but spending real money would be buying like one of the Celestrons or one of them dudes. $3-4 grand for something like that. You buy those astronomy domes and all kinds of cool stuff, but. And I've kind of played it a while back. I like astronomy. I like star charting and sky watching. I like doing that kind of stuff. I've had my kids out. When the night and the weather was pretty decent towards fall and starting to turn into winter, you can see the kind of the edge of the little bit of the Milky Way stuff. It's kind of cool, you know. I'd like to get where the skies are really dark. You know, up north in northern Michigan, you know, you get actually up towards the UP, you don't get that kind of stuff. It's darker up there, and that's pretty good territory to do it too. But it's a pretty cool hobby. My wife always tells me I got enough hobbies going on. I mean, between that and radio control cars and the little micro helicopter stuff, and she says I got enough going on, so astronomy is one of my things that I did like quite a lot. Unfortunately, when you're looking through, other than the moon, which I think is one of the best things to look at in a telescope, planets, Jupiter's and Mars and all that stuff, they're looking to see what colors it is and all that stuff. And people don't realize that there are dots in the sky and things like that. The colors are enhanced in pictures and all that kind of cool stuff. They do that for a reason, but I mean, the Great Red Spot, things like that are seeable, but it's not, and that's what turns people off, especially my kids. They're like, they see a star, and they're like, yeah, it looks twinkly, and the only reason why it does that is because of the atmosphere. But they're like big zippity doo-dah, so it's hard to hold a lot of interest unless you can really pick out some cool stuff. But I think the moon is one of those things that I think is cool to look at, personally. You can see a lot of things on our moon. I just like to ride and try to enjoy the weather as best I possibly can. When it's super hot, it's hard to ride, but you just sit there and you're roasting your helmet, Man, it's just amazing this time of morning. There's nobody on these roads. These roads are nuts during the day. And when I come to work, I kind of take a back way. As we have a highway called M59. It's under construction, and it's nuts anyways if it's not. But going the back way, there's hardly any traffic. I mean, most of the roads by myself, I love it. Well, I'm getting ready to pull into my Work 20 location. So hopefully I can call this video decent.